Romania, home of Count Dracula, vampire legends, and gypsies. Upon arrival, Romania looks like any other modern metropolis. In truth, most of the country still looks like a scene straight out of an 18th century fairy tale. But this is not a promotion for Romanian tourism, but purpose. De ce. De ce means why in Romanian. Deoarece means because. Every ministry, every human being, every worldview must contend with the question why. Why am I here? Why are we here? If you're a Christian, the answer is simple. We are God's workmanship, created for good works which He prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. And Jesus said that His sheep hear His voice. For centuries, everyone from Ottoman Turks, Austrians, Germans, and finally Russian communists fought in, through, and for the territory known today as Romania. For most of the 20th century, Romanians were caught in a seemingly endless crossfire that culminated with the overthrow and execution of the Romanian communist dictator Nicolae Ceausescu in 1989. The resulting apathy and common distrust of foreigners should be no surprise, even though Romanians are now free to be as materialistic and consumer-based as any of their first world Western counterparts. Yet political and socioeconomic problems and instability are always spiritual at their root, and the Apostle Paul warned us to beware of the wiles of the devil. His tactics might change in appearance, but the end result is the same. In Romania, occupation and warfare culminating with communism bred apathy rooted in hopelessness. Today, materialism breeds apathy rooted in the pursuit of pleasure. And while family and children remain at the core of Romanian values, food, fashion, phones, cigarettes, and sex shops are rapidly gaining ground. Ultra-religious and frequently superstitious Eastern Orthodox churches devoid of a relationship with the living God only amplify the apathy. And while Romania was home to some of the most heroic contemporary evangelical Christians like Richard Wurmbrand, the founder of Voice of the Martyrs and the subject of the film Tortured for Christ, it has also become a world hub and headquarters for witchcraft. Today, only 7% of Romanians in the north are professing Christians, while 0.2% in the south claim Jesus as Lord. Hope Church aims to change that, and a stake to claim in the south. Meanwhile, the marginalized Roma people, otherwise known as gypsies, live in relative squalor. They are the least in Romanian society. Ironically, they are also the most joyous, especially the children. It's probably no coincidence they are also among the most receptive to the gospel message. One thing is certain, the last shall be first. And children are the paradigm that Jesus gave for the kingdom. Children are also the foundation and future of any society this side of heaven. That's why children's ministry in Roman communities is such a major focus for Hope Church. God speaks to us in many ways, and His promises are frequently hidden in plain view. One inescapable and interesting fact in Romania is that Romanians love flowers. They are literally everywhere. Flowers are a sign of future fruit. So here's a word for you. There's a harvest coming to Romania. So de ce? Why am I telling you all this? Deoarece. Because the fields in Romania are white. The harvest is plentiful and the workers are so very few. Romania needs workers. Hope Church needs workers. Short and long-term missionaries, singles, couples, and families who hear God's call, have the fortitude to obey, and the joy to thrive in a place that has come to be known as a graveyard for missionaries. Some of you are hearing that call now, and you know it. You know it because the obstacles and challenges that repel others are an inspiration to you, and there's a fire rising up within you as I speak. Even so, Jesus said that many are called and few are chosen. I wonder if that's because so many hear His voice, but so very few actually obey. The question is, will you?